Hi, welcome back. First of all, congratulations for taking your first step towards making your blueprint by taking up the assignment. I'm sure you might have done such introspection for the first time. You must have noticed that I have divided the assignment in three parts. First part is about the present status or position of you and your practice. The second part is about your professional goals, like how long you wish to work on your own, how much do you want to grow financially, your expansion plans, etc. And third part is all about the obstacles that are stopping you from achieving your professional goals and the practice that you desire. Till now, you must have discussed your practice problems with family members or your dentist friends, but you know that these discussions lead nowhere. The first step to get closer to your dream life is to have clarity, and that was the objective of this exercise, to give you clarity on what you have, what you want, where do you want to take your practice. Now, what next? Just keep this first assignment with you. We are going to use it as the foundation of your new learning. And your next step is to focus on the solutions, because just writing the problems and dreaming is not going to change anything. You have to look for all the possible solutions, and even when it comes to working on solutions, you have to work in a structured and organized way. If you do random things and expect a different result, then nothing will change. Random efforts give you random results. It's only when you work in structured and organized way you will be able to make a difference. Now you'll ask me, Pranav, how to do that? If you wish to work in an organized way, you will have to understand one more interesting and important concept, the metamorphosis. Alright, so what is metamorphosis? The term is usually used in context with the life cycle of a butterfly. Metamorphosis is all about transformation of an egg to a beautiful butterfly. The journey of a butterfly starts with an egg that transforms to a larva and then becomes a pupa. Now this pupa turns into a cocoon before it finally gets those beautiful wings. It undergoes multiple changes during its life cycle, and that's how it is metamorphosed to a beautiful butterfly. In each phase of life, it has to go through some transformation to move on to the next stage. Similarly, if we talk about human life cycle, we too go through different stages, from being born to an infant, from an infant to a child, from child to a teenager, and finally from teenager to adolescent, and then the see off to this world. How do we spend our life? There are set benchmarks for what to do or what not to do in life, what's right and what's wrong. We know what's the right time to start schooling, to start earning, to get married, to have kids, and so on. And these guidelines are given to us by the society we live in, the people around us, the culture we follow, the religion we belong, our education system, our parents, isn't it? I know you must be wondering what's the connection between the life cycle of butterfly or humans with the dental practice. Just be with me, I'll answer all your questions. Just like a butterfly, your dental practice also has to go through different stages in its life cycle. Each stage has its own set of do's and don'ts, which act as a guide in taking some crucial decisions in practice. It helps you to achieve your goals with minimum risk. Confused? Let me ask you something. How do you take any decisions for your practice? Like you need to open a second practice, or you should expand your existing practice, or if you should hire more staff, or if you should invest in new gadgets, or if you need to invest in marketing. How do you decide? How do you know it's the right time? Are there any norms or set guidelines? Is there any book in the dental curriculum that guides you? Like we have the law, society, religion to guide us in personal life. What's there to guide you for your dental practice? Now you might say, Pranav, I decide as per my gut feelings. I'll tell you what most of the dentists typically follow. They just compare their practice with someone else around them, or they call up their dentist friend and ask for their opinion. And based on that, they decide what is right or wrong for them. You become a copycat. You just copy and paste, as there is nobody to guide you, and this is where the problem begins. You end up taking some wrong decisions. You invest in technology that's not so useful in your practice. You go for workshops that you will never get a chance to treat a patient. You end up investing in marketing at the wrong time, and there are many such mistakes. You have to understand that something that worked for other dentists may not work for you. What worked for your friend may not necessarily give you the same results, and what worked for you may not work for your friend. Probably you might have experienced this already in the past. If you wish to avoid making such mistakes in future, then you must understand the life cycle of your dental practice. You must know the stages of a dental practice, and you must understand which particular stage your practice belongs to. Like I said, each stage has some pros and cons. Having a clear understanding of your practice stage becomes your guide in building a perfect practice that you always dreamed of. You don't have to copy anyone else, because your practice is unique. It has its own set of positive and negative factors, and you must understand that and take decisions wisely. Curious to know what are the stages of practice? Hold on. So far we saw the similarities of life cycle of a human and life cycle of a dental practice. Now let's see how the dental practice life cycle is different from that of butterfly or human life cycle. I have a question for you. Can you get back to your childhood? Of course not. We cannot reverse age, and that's how your practice stages are different. Not only the stages can be reversed, but it can also be forwarded, delayed, and even skipped. There are 5 stages of dental practice, which are, no, not now. I'm going to share these stages with you in the next video. But before you go ahead, please make sure that you have downloaded the workbook available below this video. You will need it during the next video. Also have a pen and paper ready with you so that you can take down the key points. See you in the next video.